Alright, so I'm back. This is the final unboxing. It's recent. So I already ripped this one open, so you don't have to watch me struggle with it. I've gotten from this seller before. Great seller. It's got some great items. And this time I did another order with them. There'll probably be maybe 2 more orders I do with what he has currently for sale. Really nice stuff. A bubble wrap. And that's right. Packs beautifully too. Like you don't have to worry about anything getting damaged. Alright. So, that's cool. He threw in a free comic for me, a modern comic, because of the repeat business. And he gave me a Eternal Warrior number 7. I believe I already have this issue. Early Valiant. I think I have all the early Valiants. But it was nice of him. Throw it in. He didn't have to. Put that in his bag and board. Let's sit right there for now. All right. So, trying to figure out how I want to sort this like this. Okay, so a couple cool items. I bought this one here. This is Inside Comics number 1. This is from the 70s, and it's got a, I guess it's D'Artagnan from Three Musketeers by C.C. Beck. Inside this issue, there is an interview with Steve Ditko about retaining rights for artwork and such. And this is actually a really nice copy. A lot of times you see these, they are beat up because this is newsprint. This is like a newspaper. It's the same company who did the Monster Times. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. Or like the same stuff as Steranko's original preview mag when it was coming out. It was like a newspaper. But we'll slide this out. And yeah, this is thin. It's like a magazine on the inside. I miss newspaper type, a little thicker than newspaper paper on the outside. And this is from, from 1974. And in this issue, there's an article in here, working for Mickey Mouse. When Walt himself was alive, Disney Productions rarely turned out a bad movie, but since his death, the company has been struck by creative paralysis, and most of the corporate bigwigs are continually asking themselves, what would Walt have done? David Marlowe, an actor and writer who spent several months as Disney's East Coast story editor, looks at the sad state of Walt Disney Productions. The other one is Conversations with the Brother-in-Law of Underground Comics. Some people love Harvey Kurtzman for his old EC War stories. Other people show him as the man behind the original Mad magazine. Still others first saw his name on Help, which was a magazine in the early 60s. And then there are newcomers who first came to know and love Harvey Kurtzman from his work on Playboy magazine's Little Annie Fanny. In reality, Kurtzman is all of those people, and he says the brother-in-law of the underground industry. The next one is kind of hard to read. This thing's kind of flipping. I don't think this thing's ever been opened because it's pulling back. The mini-cons that attack Southern California. Comic art fandom has always been fad-oriented. Somebody publishes a free fanzine, and then thing to do. Someone puts on a convention, suddenly there are 50 across the country. Someone compiles a price guide, and half a dozen imitators are there to cash in. Mark Envier, who's been around long enough to remember the old LA Comic Club mini cons, reports on the revival and proliferation of the new mini conventions. I'm not seeing the Ditko. Oh, here you go. You got CC Beck, Viewpoints by CC Beck. CC Beck. Captain Marvel's former artist puts tongue firmly in cheek and creates a new comic book character. Viewpoints by Steve Ditko. Ditko, one of comic art's most respected artists, speculates that original art belongs to whoever paid for it. It's like a magazine. It's in really good shape. Colors are nice and bright. A lot of times you see them, they are beat up. Kind of like Wizard before Wizard, I guess. It's all black and white illustrations inside. Actually, some cool little ads. There's like apparently some silver bars right here that were done in 1974. Which I might look for these. Wonder Woman, Flash Gordon, Mandrake the Magician, Batman, Robin, Superman, and the Phantom. I've never seen these before. It's got Working for Mickey Mouse, Harvey Kurtzman. They have. All of a sudden, I got this bright white page in here. In the middle of the book. It's kind of odd. So it's like a double card stock, and then it goes right back to this kind of beige newsprint. Kirby. Some ads. A lot of ads. Stranko's Media Scene ad in here. CC Beck's is how to create a completely awful comic book character in practically no time at all. And yeah, it is D'Artagnan from the Three Musketeers. And then here's Ditko's viewpoints on who owns the original art. And someone actually who owned this wrote inside and circled some of the ads. So there's an ad. Nick Fury, Agent of Sealed. Sealed. It's been a long day. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. June #1, Volume 1. Good condition. Nice cover by Jim Steranko, Marvel Comics. And then he wrote Have. He circled a. This is all selling. So I wonder if this is a comic book dealers magazine. Wanted old copies of that magazine. And then he's got something written up here. Old RCA Victor recordings of the Blackwood Brothers Quartet. He's got that circled. And he's got written budget country LPs. It's got National Lampoon magazine circled. Wanted out of print rare underground comics and tabloids, i.e. Gothic Blimp, Tales from the Ozone, Yellow Dog, Top Dollar Paid. So I guess he was selling those, and he must have contacted that person to sell those books. Interesting. So kind of a cool mag, and like it really wasn't expensive. I think it was like $10 I paid for this. And this is issue #1, or no, volume 1, #2. So this is issue #2. I had I think 1 or 2 of the Monster Times. They're kind of like, they're like folded newspapers, from what I remember. Kind of hard to keep. All right. Next up, I have a video where I showed some stationery for DC Comics. Some cool pieces of unused DC stationery. One had like the 90s characters in it on it. The other one had more like 80s style. So I don't, like I said in the video, I don't know if they were used around the same time, or if the 90s, like, they started using it and they kind of like homage the 80s one with it. And they're pretty cool. They're watermarked. And this one is Joe Orlando. It's got Joe Orlando's phone number on there, at the bottom there. But it's just a regular DC on the DC bullet. But when the light goes through it, you have Aquaman swimming over the DC bullet. On the back end, it's Aquaman. So these are kind of neat the way they did this effect on them. I really like it. I think it's kind of cool. There's no dates on it. There's something. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to say. Something kind of in the page as well, but oh well. Oh, Strathmore. So kind of neat. I like this type of stuff. Kind of one of the kind, not one of a kind, because I'm sure you can get more of these, but just kind of hard to find stuff, and just fun, like, DC stuff. What you call it, like the Office stuff, and like that sticker right. Boom. God, get my arm right there. That's a Windows sticker. It was never used. DC Bullet, shiny for a comic shop. LCS. One of the employees at LCS I went to, he found 2 of them, and he kept one and gave me one because I bought every DC title. This one here is from the Jack Adler collection, and this is really cool. Another piece, just kind of fun to have. This is something called Meet the Boss, and this was something that would be sent out to newsstands, stores, whoever sold comics would get this. And this is basically a kid with his dime in his hand and his sports stuff and a copy of Superman under his chin, where he's there to buy that copy of Superman and give you his dime. The back of it says Superman National Comics, the DC logo, Prize Group, Crestwood Comics, 3 independent news company, incorporated comics are sold. 3 comics are sold every second of every day. Still 10 cents. This has got the Goodman Comics and American Comics Group, and it's got the Approved by Comics Code logo on the back of it. Just neat. So basically, in this pamphlet, first page is blank. Oh, it's because it's just sent that way. All right, so there's really nothing other than that back cover and front cover that I showed you. And then this is the inside. Just kind of an insert and an insert. But this is what you get here. This is every single